Hi everyone, this is a quick video on ProPresenter 7, which is the presentation software we use at BBC. I'm going to run you through different elements of the program and how to use them. This is the main screen that you will see as you open the program. Some of the elements here are the library, which will hold the different parts of our service. So PowerPoints, anytime we have a PowerPoint, that will go into that library. The song library, don't worry about that one, that's just random. And then, so all the songs will be stored in there, for example, all the PowerPoints in there, if you ever need to access them. Generally though, you will just be able to click on your playlist. Now this at the moment says demo, but that will usually say the service that you're doing. So it might be the date, it might be the name of the service. And as you select that, you'll see that elements of that service come into the playlist. So this is the active playlist right here. We have a song, just for the purposes of this demonstration, we have a PowerPoint and we have a video. This part of the screen here is what I call the show screen. And I call it the show screen because when this button up here, the show button is activated, that's the screen that will come up. There are these other modes, but you don't need to worry about those. So as long as that show screen is activated, you're all good. This part over here is the output display. And so when you activate a slide, it will come up on the output display, and that is the same image that's going to the screen. Now on Easy Worship, this was a different kind of process. You would choose a slide that would come to like a preview screen, and then you would go live, so it came up to the screen. But in a sense, your show screen here is a preview. You can see exactly what you're going to be clicking on or not, and as soon as you click on something, it is going to go live onto the output screen. These screens are activated by, like I said, clicking with the mouse, although mine is being a bit slow at the moment, or by arrowing forward. My computer is playing up, so even though I'm trying to do that, it's not, but it will for you. If you ever need to clear anything here, let's say the worship leader decides to have a long prayer and you've got words on there and you just want the background, you could just do that and get rid of the words, and you've got a nice background and people's attention is being focused not on the words that are on the screen, but on perhaps on the worship leader. You can also just clear out that image and you've got nothing, or say you've got a slide up that's activated, you would go to clear all. Again, my computer is being very, very temperamental today. Here we go, clear all. Easy. And that can just be sometimes good if things aren't going as you want. You just want to have a clear screen. You might want to use that. Next, so that's a song, and I'll come back to that in a moment. You can see, just quickly before I move on, you can see that their song is broken up into different sections: chorus, verse 2, bridge. But it's not at the moment broken up into like an arrangement. So if the worship leader were to go through the song as it is here, they would just do one chorus, they would just do one bridge, and usually we repeat sections. That's not set out like this at the moment. I'll come back to that in 1 minute and talk to you about how that gets set up. I firstly just want to show you how a PowerPoint will look. Very similar. Again, you can see every slide that you would need to select, easy to go through and follow the preacher with that. Again, my computer is being very silly, so it's not displaying these. Often what we'll have is, for slide 1, is what's called a hold slide. So let's say that the preacher has been sitting on this verse for a while, and then they move on to a different part of their sermon, but they're not ready for this slide, this next one. It can be good to go back to the hold slide. I wish that would work. And you're just clearing out the screen a bit. You're not getting sort of sending 2 bits of information to people who are there. There we go. They can listen to the preacher without kind of being distracted by something that's that's not actually relevant to what they're talking about at that moment. Lastly, and I'm guessing that this isn't going to work for me either, this is a video, and you would normally just click on the play button here. Oh, there we go. Big play button. And that just cues the video. Now let's say if you want to stop the video, you just go to clear all again. That will stop it. I'm just going to start it again, because if you wanted to, say, pause it, you would do that. If you want to advance it, you just drag this across. And you might go, well, when would I do that? Well, you'll probably do that mostly in a rehearsal. Let's say we want to practice coming out of a video into whatever's next. It can be helpful to advance like that. Over and pause if someone just wants to talk in the middle of it, and then you can play and it would go on to the next thing. As you can see, the video is in the playlist here. It's very simple to get them into there. You would just pick up and drag. So I've done it properly. You would just click on it and drag it up and drop it. We don't need two of them, so I'll get rid of that. The last part of the screen I want to show you is this area here. As you can see, this media is sitting down here. That's called the media bin, and it's just there to hold the media that you might want to access. Once you don't want to access that, you might actually not access that much at all. You can go up to the media icon here and click on that, and let me just do this. That will hide the media bin, which is an advantage because it takes up screen space. You generally, once the service is loaded in, you don't need to access that media, and so you may as well just get rid of it, and then you've got all of this area for the show screen. Okay, I just want to show you lastly about the songs. Now, I'm just going to click this off, because this button here will usually be in that position. It's called the arrangements button. And this is really, really helpful. As I said before, songs are entered in just as sections, but they're not, at the moment, this isn't an arrangement. An arrangement is the order of sections that the worship leader will go through. And we need to actually bring that in so the song is in the right arrangement. So we click on here. Now you'll see here that these are the different groups or the different sections of the song. They're not repeated because they're just all the individual sections. To choose the arrangement, we click on this here and go to BBC Default. And it brings up the actual arrangement of the song. So I have done this. I've gone through the songs we do, and I've put everything into the arrangement. So the correct order of the sections. This means that every slide down here is now all in the correct order. You can see there's multiple bridges because in this song, that's what we do. There's a chorus here. There's then verse 2, pre-chorus, chorus. That's how the song goes. And that's really helpful. Again, you can just click along and you know that that's the arrangement. You're welcome to leave this open. That might be helpful for you to have that in front of you, or you can close it out. I'm going to leave it open for now because I just want to show you how arrangements can be edited. Occasionally, you might have a worship leader who says, I actually want to do, instead of just one chorus here, I want to do another chorus. So really simple. You just click and drag on that, and now you've got two choruses in there when it catches up. There we go. Two choruses in that section. Then they say, oh, I've changed my mind. I don't want that. Well, let's just click on that one. Let's delete that out of the arrangement, and it's gone. You can also move things around in the arrangement. So let's say the worship leader gets a bit crazy and they say, I want to do the pre-chorus before verse 2. Well, let's move to verse 2 across here. And the order changes. It will work faster for you. My computer is just being very annoying today. So that's how you can change the arrangements really quickly and easily. Always activate the BBC default one. like I said, once you've done that, you're welcome to close that out. It's taking up screen space. You might not want it there, but you also might want to leave it open just as a reminder for you for how the song is going, or to just get quick access if you need to change. If you can remember to change this back when you at the end of the service, that would be great, because my understanding is it would save that new arrangement. If the worship leader comes in and says, I want to do something completely different, or you know that that's what's happening, you can quite easily do a new arrangement. And it might be Andy, September 27. Okay. So it brings in the just those different sections, but then, well, on this occasion, Andy just really wanted to do the chorus into verse 2, and he wanted to do a whole lot of bridges because that's just how he woke up feeling in the morning. No, I would be much more planned than that. There we go. Just a couple of things in the arrangements I want to show you here as well. You'll see that there's an intro slide here, and every single song will have this. This is a blank slide at the start of the song that can be displayed when the band is doing their introduction. Again, rather than having song words up from the last song or any other song words, even the ones that might start, it can be a bit confusing if people have song words in front of them, but the worship leader hasn't actually directed them to sing, or the singers aren't singing. So always good to start with an intro. You'll also see that there's an interlude section. What I often find is after, say, a chorus or in different spots in the song, there is this little interlude where it's just music playing with no singing. And so as we go along this song, we get to this little interlude section there. Again, it's just trying to make it easier for our congregation, in that if there's nothing being sung, ideally we don't have words on screen, because that just makes sense, because there's nothing to sing at that time. Then obviously you can just go onto the next screen at the right time. I believe that's about as much as you need to know right now. Again, I hope you find this simple. When you first start up the program, what you would do is you would choose the playlist for that service. All of these elements will be entered into that: the songs, the PowerPoint, videos or any other media, photos, for example. Again, that media, photos and videos, or backgrounds sit in the media bin here, which can be opened and closed very easily. Really, the main thing that will be what you want to do is to just choose the arrangement to use. You're welcome to do a new arrangement if you feel that that's right. You're welcome to change them around. But like I said, if you can return them back to original afterwards, that would be great if you can remember that. Okay, guys, I hope that's really helpful to get you started. If you want to learn more, I'm very open to teaching that, but that's all you'll need to know for now. Thank you.